6:41 here on this Friday morning. Every 10 minutes, we get you a forecast update with KIMT Storm Team 3 meteorologist Sean Mackaday. Sean, what's the latest with our drought conditions?
Well, things unfortunately have continued to get worse. This was released yesterday morning after daybreak at 8 a.m. from the U.S. Drought Monitor. Parts of Freeborn and Mower County now in this deep red right here. That's the exceptional level drought. It is the highest level on the U.S. Drought Monitor. And it's also the first time, I went back in the records, that our viewing area right here has seen this level. Now, the modern iteration of the U.S. Drought Monitor started in the year 2000, so it's the first time since the year 2000, and before then we didn't really do it like this. So within the past 23 years, this is the worst drought in our viewing area, and really you have to go back to about 1988 to see conditions similarly this dry in our viewing area. And at that point, it might have even been a little bit worse, depending on how you look at it. So we need the rain. We're at the point where we're talking about very serious shortages in water and losses for cropland. Austin and Albert Lea farmers are struggling in this area, and really across our whole area. It's not just there, but this is just the start. If we don't start to get some consistent rain week in, week out, just getting half an inch even there week in, week out would be fantastic. If we don't start to do that, we can expect things to continue to get worse, unfortunately, across the area. Now, we might be able to do that this week, which is great news. I'm tracking a chance for some rain tomorrow night, and maybe a couple more light chances into next week. But first, let's get you out the door right now. Rochester, Albert Lea, Austin, Charles City, everywhere. It is a beautiful sunrise, clear skies. It's also kind of chilly. 47 in Cresco, 48 in Albert Lea, 51 in Mason City, where was more recently some extra clouds holding on to that heat. Most of us are around 50 degrees or the upper 40s. It's a cool start. Bring a jacket with you out the door. Where temperatures are coolest, we are seeing a little bit of fog, according to our weather station. It hasn't updated in the kind of the shading, which is a separate computer input. But this is very recent. Dodge Center reporting half a mile of visibility. Just something to be aware of, especially I bet closer to Zimbrota. There might be some valleys and Red Wing where there is some rather dense fog. If you're driving through those areas, be mindful of that for the next about hour and a half. It won't last much longer than that. Today's a gorgeous day. Get outside. You need a jacket probably through about 9 or 10 a.m. and then after that we're quickly into the mid-70s this afternoon, and we're still at 70 degrees by the time a lot of kids are kicking off for high school football tonight. 70 degrees, the sun is setting. You cannot draw up a better, just Friday night football forecast than tonight. It is perfect, I would say. Dare I say perfect. 70 degrees by that point. Mid to upper 70s this afternoon, sunny skies. By 8 p.m., we're in the upper 60s. Beautiful night tonight. Overnight, we drop into the mid-50s. And then tomorrow, 80 degrees briefly before a chance for some rain. The timing of this rain is a little bit fuzzy, I'll admit. I think you can count on by around 10 p.m. those light showers moving into the area, but there is a chance just out ahead of it, maybe even by 5 p.m. for a couple of really isolated storms. That's kind of an off chance. We'll track that chance. There's a couple of lingering showers for parts of Sunday and Monday, and then maybe a couple more smaller chances next week. Hopefully we can get half an inch. I think we can mostly expect about a quarter of an inch over the next week.
All right, thank you for that update, Sean. Millions of Americans